Have you ever been in a situation where someone asks something from you that just doesn't feel right? Maybe it's subtle, like a request that leaves you drained, or maybe it's obvious, an ask that feels manipulative or selfish. Whatever it is, you've probably experienced it at some point. It's something we often overlook in our day-to-day lives, but as we grow older and wiser, we start to recognize certain patterns in people's behavior. Some requests, no matter how innocent they seem, can be harmful. These demands can take away from your energy, happiness, or even your peace of mind. And that's what we're talking about today. In this video, we'll discuss the 5 types of requests or demands you should be wary of. Requests that you should stay away from, no matter how much you care about the person asking. These aren't just little asks. These are subtle ways people can start to drain your life force. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of when to say no and when to protect your boundaries. Let's dive deep and make sure that the people you surround yourself with add value to your life and don't take away from it. Make sure to stick around till the end, because we're diving into some really powerful insights on how to protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Let's get started. The first thing you need to watch out for is when someone asks you to sacrifice something significant without considering your own well-being. This could be time, money, effort, or even your mental peace. You'll notice this most when the person is constantly expecting you to put their needs first without any regard for your own. It's subtle at first. Maybe it starts with a small favor. Can you do this for me? It'll only take a second. Then it grows. Over time, it becomes a pattern. They always ask you to give more than you can afford to. They ask for sacrifices that leave you exhausted, emotionally drained, or feeling unappreciated. They might say, "I really need this from you, and I don't have anyone else." But what they're really saying is, your needs don't matter as much as mine. Here's the catch. True relationships, whether friendships, family, or romantic, should be built on mutual respect and reciprocity. When someone consistently asks for unconditional sacrifice, it's a sign that they might be taking advantage of your kindness and generosity. Sacrifice is not inherently bad, but it should be mutual. It's the balance that makes a healthy relationship. If you feel like you're the only one sacrificing and not receiving in return, you need to stop and reevaluate the dynamic. Don't allow anyone to make you feel guilty for needing your own space or time. As you grow older, you learn to prioritize your own needs, and this request should be one of the first red flags to look for. Do not let anyone dictate your sense of worth based on what you can give them. Remember, your happiness is just as important as theirs. Another type of request that should raise alarms is when someone tries to control your decisions. It's not always obvious at first, and it often starts with advice. You might think, "Oh, they just care about me and want the best for me." But sometimes that advice is wrapped up in subtle manipulation. When someone constantly tries to influence your choices, whether it's in your career, relationships, or even your daily life, it can feel oppressive. You might find yourself saying yes to things because you fear disappointing them, or because they've made it clear that your choices are wrong or not good enough. But here's the truth. No one has the right to dictate your decisions but you. You are the master of your own fate. As you grow and mature, one of the greatest freedoms you gain is the ability to make your own choices without the weight of other people's expectations. People who ask you to align your decisions with their desires are not looking out for your best interests. Instead, they are looking for someone to live out their vision of life. Be careful of these types of requests because they can cause confusion in your own mind. Soon, you might not even recognize yourself anymore. You'll lose the confidence to make decisions that align with who you truly are. In the long run, a person who respects you will support your decisions, even if they don't always agree. They won't try to control your life, but they'll encourage you to be true to your own path. Now let's talk about something really important: the request for your energy. This is the one you've probably felt the most. The person who consistently takes from you without giving anything back. It's not just the physical energy, it's emotional energy too. You've probably been in situations where you've been drained, not because the task was too much, but because the person asking wasn't appreciative. It feels like you're giving your all, and yet they don't even notice. They take, and take, without offering anything in This kind of energy-draining behavior isn't something you should tolerate. Healthy relationships are based on balance. You give, they give, and there's an exchange of energy that leaves both people feeling fulfilled. When this balance tips, and you find yourself constantly giving without receiving anything in return, it can lead to burnout, frustration, and resentment. One of the hardest lessons in life is learning to protect your energy. As we age, we start to understand the importance of preserving our emotional and mental health. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You have to know when to say no to someone who is asking too much of your energy. If someone is continually taking from you, draining you, and never showing gratitude, it's time to walk away. Be brave enough to recognize when a relationship isn't serving you, and know that it's okay to step back for your own well-being. It's not selfish, it's self-care. In conclusion, we all encounter people who ask us for things that aren't in our best interest. Whether it's constant sacrifice, attempts to control our decisions, or draining our energy without appreciation, these requests are not a reflection of healthy relationships. As you grow older and wiser, it becomes easier to spot these signs and avoid being manipulated or taken advantage of. Remember, you are worthy of respect, kindness, and balance in all your relationships. Don't let anyone make you feel small or unimportant. Be brave enough to say no when necessary and prioritize your own peace and happiness. If this video resonated with you, and you feel that you've been in situations like this, I encourage you to reflect on the relationships in your life. Ask yourself if they are truly serving your highest good. Sometimes, stepping away is the best thing you can do for your well-being. If you found value in this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Protect your energy, respect yourself, and stay true to your path.